I decided to visit the library again today. Hopefully by now, Patchy would have finished searching for a proper gem for my potion catalyst. Halt! Huh? Since when have you stopped me anytime recently? Oh no, I just want your attention. Patchy says that she had something important to talk to you about, but also she said she was taking a nap, so she wanted you to come in quietly. I guess she'll see you whenever she wakes up or something. Really? I guess I'll go kill some time in the library quietly then. Thanks for the heads up. Mei Ling nodded at me as I went inside. Sure enough, as I entered Voila, I saw the Great Unmoving Library. Patchy's title in EOSD? Well, unmoving. She seemed to have pulled a small futon into the library at some point, and was fast asleep on top of it, complete with a book still clutched tightly into her chest. Well, I guess I might as well go check on Kokuma while her master was out cold. Was it nap time for everyone in the mansion? I read somewhere that you could give someone subliminal messages by whispering it in her ears as she slept. Maybe I didn't need to have Kokuma awake for my next plan to get implemented. I whispered into Kokuma's ears, "Guard the library for Patchy." Kokuma mumbled a bit in her sleep. After this, Kokuma rolled over and continued making tiny little snores. I wonder if that even worked. If what even worked? Nothing, just trying a small experiment. With my familiar? Yes! I flashed Patchy a smug grin and then clamped on and refused to say any more. Whatever, I believe I might have figured out what kind of gem to use for your catalyst. Your favorite color turned out to be the wrong direction entirely. The key was actually the color of your eyes. Really? So we're looking for a goldish gem then? Yes, but it needs to be a rare gem. So unfortunately that means citrine and quartz are out. How about ametrine then? Oh, yeah, I think I read about this mixture of, I think it was a citrine and amethyst once. It's fairly rare and matches my eyes. Patchy looked genuinely impressed for a moment. That might work then. That should speed up our research considerably. Let's see if we can figure out where to get some. We split up and found as many books as we could on ametrine around the library. Then we met up again, each with a stack of books, and read them on Patchy's futon. Are you getting the same problem I am? I can't find records of any large ametrine deposits outside of Bolivia, and that's in the outside world. Yeah. I suppose we'll need to figure out some way to get our hands on some. Well, if this was easy, the gem wouldn't work as a catalyst. Well, I suppose if it's an outside world gem, maybe Kourindou might have some. And so I somehow ended up getting Patchy out of the library and to Kourindou. I was fairly surprised when Patchy didn't complain at all when taken outside the library. Even more surprising, she made it all the way to Kourindou without incident and seemed to be enjoying herself to boot. As we landed and walked up to Kourindou's door, I made a mental note that perhaps it would be useful to continue trying to get Patchy to get out more. As we got closer, voices could be heard from inside. Oh, Renosuke, quit moving around like that. From the sounds of it, it seemed like Yukari was over for a visit. Maybe we should come back later. Watching Korin flirting with anyone would have been weird. Yukari was just extra weird. Patchy, however, seemed to have a different opinion. She continued walking towards the door. Wait, Patchy, what are you doing? If they wanted to be left alone, Mr. Mochika could have taken down the open sign. And with that, Patchy opened the door with a loud and unceremoniously whatever. Oh, god damn it. God damn it. I don't know what's better. Yukari's grin, Marissa's confused face, Patchy's smirk. All of this is so fucking good. Oh, this will be the thumbnail. Whatever episode the fuck it is the thumbnail. You probably know that, given you'll see it as a thumbnail, but past me will be like, genius. Plus it saves me a lot of work too, so I don't have to search for a new picture. Yes, GG, well played. I win in the end. Ah, god damn, I love this game. Inside, I immediately noticed Korin was on the floor, and Yukari was on all fours directly over him. I didn't want to know. I refused to even conjecture. My mind was not built to consider these matters. At least they were still clothed. My, don't suppose you ever heard of knocking, Miss Librarian? What, Marissa, this isn't what it looks like at all. I'm sure it isn't. Now that they turned their attention towards us, it wasn't quite as mortifying. I decided now it would be a good time to pay Korin back for, I'm sure he was guilty of something. I put on my most convincing smirk. Oh, you sure? I think we could leave you two alone for a bit. I bet around 5 minutes should be enough. What? I saw Patchley bury her face in the book. I'm fairly sure I saw smoke forming before she did, though. Now, Runoski dearest, I'm sure if they kick down the door like that, they have a very important reason to visit. We can pick up where we left off later when they leave, no? Now, whatever did you need so badly, Miss Sudbury and Miss Black and White Magician? As she spoke, Yukari seemed to have decided Korin's hair would make an excellent toy and continued coiling it around her fingers, further frustrating Korin's attempt at regaining his composure. Of course, the fact that she had moved around so she was now sitting on top of him probably didn't help either. Hey, wait, Yukari, let me do my own job. Welcome to Kourindou, how may I help you? A little late to do that, don't you think? Runoski attempted to pull himself up into something at least resembling a sitting position. Yukari simply folded it upwards as he did so, and began to lazily drift through the air in direction she'd been pushed. How mean, Runoski, and I was just getting comfortable too. Okay, I think it's time to go. Oh, that's fine, I think we can just come back later, and Patchley just spoke over my awkward stammering. Yes, we were wondering if you carried any sort of jewelry or rare gems. Ah, yes, I believe. I heard a slight rustling of cloth as Yukari vanished into one of her gaps and reappeared behind Runoski to place her head on top of his. Apparently, it was now her current amusement to try and break Korin's concentration. Oh ho ho! Why, I believe I just brought in some jewelry from the outside for Runosuke here. Korin raised an eyebrow and looked up towards Yukari. Are you helping now, Yukari? Of course, I'm always helpful. Well, in any case, she's right. What kind of jewelry are you looking for? I don't suppose you have any ameturine. Ameturine. Runosuke glanced up at Yukari. Yukari just shrugged. I assume that's a gem of some sort? Correct, it's a mixture of between amethyst and citrine, known for its variation in coloring between gold and purple. Although if he doesn't know what it is, he probably doesn't have any. I can go check for you, but I don't think so, no. It's rather rare anyways. I believe there are only about 3 places it occurs naturally outside the border. Korin looked up at Yukari again, who had now moved on to amusing herself by chewing on strands of Runosuke's hair. Wait, if you knew what it was, why didn't you tell me? But I like watching you be confused. Ugh. So, what did you need the ameturine for anyways? Yukari moved off of Runosuke's back and sat down next to him as he spoke. How much of it did you need? Oh, you know, this and that, magician stuff. I can't help you if you refuse to tell me what you're doing with my goods. I don't see why you seem to find this a matter for extremely secrecy. Besides, a potion's quality depends on the quality of the ingredients put into it. It wouldn't do for Runosuke to believe we only needed a simple ameturine gem and then give us a low quality item. That would ruin your potion, Mari. Oh, so it's for your little project, Miss Black and White Magician. I suppose you'll need a very high quality gem then. Just blazing ahead without a single thought as usual, I guess. If you're going to make life-altering decisions like this, you could at least talk to me about them. I talk with you plenty. Yes, but I still don't think it's gotten in your head to think things like this through. You're such a worrywart, Korin. I'm not budging on this one, Marissa. I'd like to talk this over with you sometime in the near future, or else you're not getting your gem. How are you even going to get it into the potion anyways? Gems are solid, you can't drink them. It's a catalyst, I'm not actually drinking it. Oh, that makes it simpler then. I suppose I don't need to find you a 100% pure ameturine then. The purer the better, Miss Yakumo. The more purity in the catalyst, the more likely the spell is to fail. Of course, but I think my poor Runosuke would kill me if I just gave you a gem for free. Finding a pure gem of that rarity would take quite a while, even for me. I'll need a rather substantial payment to find a gem for you. What do you need all that money for? Ooh, the same thing you do. Ask a silly question. Maybe if I just stole the gem from her after she got it. Oh, and I wouldn't recommend trying to put your sticky fingers in my pockets. You never know where those might lead. Fine. After a great deal of haggling, I finally agreed to Yukari's rather exorbitant price. At least I have an eternity to recover my losses. There, you happy now? Very. Here you go, dear. Finder's fee. Thank you, and I hope to see you again soon, Marissa. I will, sheesh. After that, Patchley and I headed back to the Scarlet Devil Mansion, leaving Runosuke and Yukari to... Let's just drop that line of thought. Yeah, not a very good thought for you, is it?